How you doing, guys? This is going to be a little bit of YouTube drama, a little bit of BeerTube drama. So if you're not into that, you can check out of here. If you're not interested in hearing negative stuff, because this is pretty negative stuff, I guess. And usually I don't do videos like this. I've only really done one other in my 8 years or so on BeerTube, and that was, of course, directed to Real Ale Guide. And I think anyone who's followed me for a long time knows how that story went. But need to talk about a guy. This is a guy you probably know if you've been on BeerTube for any amount of time. He's fairly popular now. I remember back a few years ago when his channel started up, and I was actually subscribed to him. We're talking Dave Coulter, Doxer Dave, the beer professor, also known as Beer Sampling with Dave. So I used to watch him, used to be subscribed to him, you know, older gentleman, dresses like a mortician, not knocking that, of course. I like dressing in all black as well. I like the mortician Addams Family kind of look. So, I mean, I look like Uncle fucking Fester with a fucking goatee, don't I? So, there you go. But, you know, I watched him, he was alright. You know, he's sort of a middle-of-the-road kind of beer reviewer. Not great, not terrible. Okay, and that's just my honest opinion of him. But then he started doing weird videos. He started doing videos where he'd walk around his local neighborhoods, and I guess he's in Cleveland, I believe, someplace like that. He'd walk around the street and he'd be giving booze to homeless people on the street and basically using them as entertainment for his fucking videos. Okay? I felt that was pretty fucking jerk-ass thing to do. That was kind of low class, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to bother following them anymore. So I unsubscribed from him. And Dave's kind of a little bit of a joke within the sort of BeerTube circles that I run in. We like to, you know, keep up with him once in a while and just make fun of the crazy shit he does. Last while or so, he's been doing these rants and raves with Dave, which are his little socio-political rants that he does all the time, or just, you know, yelling about some guy who cut him off in the fucking parking lot of the local Quickie Mart that he goes to or whatever. You know, fine, whatever. Everyone does stuff like that on the internet. It's getting him popular. It's getting him more views. Skyrocketed his fucking channel compared to where he was. So, you know, great for him. But I started to take issue with some of the people he was targeting, okay? Started to go out of just having fun little rants and bordering into bullying, and I don't like fucking bullies. I make a point of calling out fucking bullies when I see them, especially in BeerTube, even though I'm kind of divorced from a lot of the sort of inner beer circles and stuff now on BeerTube. I still, when I see a fucking bully, I'm going to point him out. And Dave's a fucking bully. He really is. He goes over at two specific targets. Now, these are two people I'm not defending. I don't particularly care for either one of them. And I'll name names. Jay Terrio and Maria Devon. They're fairly prominent BeerTubers themselves. Now, definitely people like to have their fun with them because, you know, they're a little quirky, a little weird. We all have our little foibles and quirks, don't we? But he takes it to a different level. He goes after them relentlessly. Like one of two appearances we had him on our BDU show, Rhino's Beer Dweebs United, that we do every week. On one of those shows, Jay was also on that show. The dude would not fucking stop going after him. Now, Jay's kind of a meek personality. He's not the kind of guy who's going to come at you in your face and defend himself. He'll passively aggressively defend himself in other ways. He was trying to play it off as a fucking joke during the actual hangout. You know, trying to pretend that he was, you know, oh, I'm buddies with Dave, we're still friends, and Dave was, oh, we're friends, my friends, we're friends indeed, yes indeed. I've seen 1,001 fucking bullies use this sort of intimidation, this sort of bullying tactic. It's nothing fucking new. You see it all the time in fucking high school, and that's the mentality level that Dave is working on here. He's a fucking bully, man. And it's fucking stupid. It's sickening. You know, where he intimidates the other person so much that he can, you know, convince the person to, oh yeah, we're friends, Dave, we're friends, we're just having little jokes between friends. It wasn't little fucking jokes, it was pretty nasty attacks is what it was. I mean, say what you will about Jay's preference in beer and his politics and his religious beliefs and all that shit, but Dave crossed the fucking line, okay? And that's what I've been calling Dave out on the last little while, is just his bullshit, okay? It's not a... He just recently made another one of his rants and raves after I left a couple comments on some of his last videos. In the last couple weeks he's made about 3 videos talking about how he doesn't give a fuck about negative comments and haters and what they think of him. Yet he felt like he needed to make 3 videos about this subject. Pretty fucking telling, I'd say. Pretty fucking telling. Sounds like a sensitive little bitch crying is what it sounds like, Dave. That's what it really fucking looks and sounds like to me. Hey, but that's just my opinion, right? So I called him out on it. I called him out on his bullshit. Because it's pretty obvious he's fucking fixated on these two. And I don't know why. I mean, they're fucking harmless. They're fucking harmless. In his latest video, he tried to give some sort of reasons for it, but they were all just sort of fallacious, petty bullshit. That's what they were. And this is the really sad thing. He attacks these two, never uses their names. You know who I'm talking about, my friends, but I'm using no names, my friends. Trying to have some little vague shield there to protect himself. Which is fucking pathetic, dude. Really fucking pathetic. As if they're gonna take legal action or something else against you anyway. You just end up looking like a fucking bitch when you do that stuff. You claim in your latest video you want people to man up and make videos and say that shit to you over a video. Well, I'm doing it right now. And I'm using your fucking name, Dave Coulter. You fucking pussy. Okay? Is it really that hard? What are you going to do? You going to come at me? Going to come at me, bro? For fuck's sakes, come on. Jay and Maria, like, they're going to fucking bother with you, whether you use their fucking names or not. Pretty fucking pathetic. But I gotta say, Dave, your latest rant video, which, by the way, in sort of back channels and stuff, was sort of promised that it was going to be about me, sort of changed your mind, didn't you, bitch? Very somber, kind of short rant and rave video there, Dave. Didn't really have the fucking fire that a lot of them have. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because you're a bit of a fucking coward. You don't like it when someone is actually going to come back at you and call you on your fucking shit. That's why. I'm not fucking Jay. I'm not fucking Maria. I'm not going to fucking back down from you, you fucking old crypt keeper looking motherfucker. Jesus Christ. It's fucking pathetic, okay? You talking this fucking silly ass tough guy fucking persona. You talk about how, oh, I walk around and, man, I'm an old man. If I was 30 years younger, I'd slap the shit out of this guy. And, oh, I carry my cig with me everywhere I go. And all this other fucking bullshit. You're a sad old fucking man. And it's just fucking pathetic, dude. I'm calling you fuck out. There you go. I called you out. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? That's what you fucking dared. I mean, in the previous video, you were like, oh, I don't care about all these haters and all these people making negative comments, but you know what? I might try to get some friends to figure out who they are and get their names and get some information and make some rants and raves about them. Why don't you use any fucking names, would you? Because you'd just go back to the way you fucking do things. You like a little bit of, just a little bit of a shield there, not using any names, right? Yeah, well, what can I say, man? You're a YouTube coward, is what you are. You're a fucking bully, you're a fucking coward. And I'm pretty much done with you. I mean, you basically, in your last video, you dared me to fucking say some shit, and here I am saying shit. You didn't use my fucking name. You didn't even fucking mention me. But we all know who you were talking about. So, you know, I've seen a lot of people like you come and go on YouTube over the years, and when it's finally your time comes up, don't let the fucking door hit you on the ass on the way out.